He's done well. They're sitting pretty right now. Big division matchup. So I want to dig into the Lions side of things. And while this offense has picked up right where they left off last season, guys, right back in the top 10, the defense is what's going to help this team take another step this season. I mean, this is the anointed team. This is like, we got people like Hall of Famer Calvin Johnson saying this team's going. This team is going places. They might be a contender when all is said and done. And I said this offseason, if the Lions could make it just back to the middle of the pack defensively, nothing spectacular, just get to the mid, be mid, be a 5, be a whatever. Like, it'll work for you. And they can become that contender with the firepower that they have offensively. So through week 3, that's pretty much exactly what they've been. They've improved from the bottom in almost every defensive stat last year to the top half of the league in all those same categories so far this year. So the Lions invested in guys like first-rounder Jack Campbell, their corner, Cameron Sutton, second-rounder Brian Branch. We love a Brian Branch. Hamilton loves a Brian Branch. Carmen Vitale loves a Brian Branch. And so far, we literally had to, like, fight for real estate on the show. Like, we have too much Brian Branch in the show. We got to minimize it just a little bit with all the storylines ahead of week 4. Making these moves for this Lions squad, they've paid off so far. Even after they lost their prized free agent ad, friend of the show, one of our most viral guest, C.J. Gardner-Johnson, gets the pec injury. He's out. And Hamilton here, and here's your intro, like, extending my olive branch to you to do your thing.
And yeah, you mentioned it. C.J. Gardner-Johnson went out with that pec injury. Last week, Brian Branch gets his first career start, and he was incredible against the Falcons. Had 11 tackles, 3 tackles for loss, 2 pass breakups. I remember you talking to him before the draft, and he talked about his versatility, his ability to play in the slot and at safety. We've seen him mostly at the slot, mostly near the line of scrimmage, and he's making a ton of impact plays. You'll see him here dropping Bijan Robinson, which is we know is not easy to do. No camera angles from the roof for that one. Incredible play from him. He made them all day long. And he's vaulting himself right now into the Defensive Rookie of the Year conversation early on in the season with how good he's been. He's also led the 5th fewest yards in coverage of any qualifying DB this year. So he's stopping the run. He's breaking up passes. He's covering. He's doing everything you want. And the Lions also get another boost tonight. Emmanuel Mosley, one of the other corners they signed in free agency, is going to make his season debut. Everyone
wants to know your pick on our YouTube page. Hi, subscribers. Nicholas Dunn, Darius Sean, we love you. Bear Nips, I don't know who you want to win because are you a Bears fan? I don't even know who you got in this game, buddy.
I think we see the Lions take it. I know the Packers are getting those offensive stars back from injury, but again, it's their first game back. I think the Lions have a nice rhythm going. I think they go into Lambeau and get the job done again.
We'll hear from Carmen. And there's nothing more Carmen Vitale and Matthew Hamilton than both of you fighting over Brian Branch and who gets to talk about it on the show. You two sick pups, you. All right, Hamilton, we got to talk about Tua. Hey, thanks for watching. Subscribe here to get the latest Up and Adams content right on YouTube.